multiplication, double digit times a single digit. This is a third grade standard. It's number sense 2.4. You will solve problems involving multiplication of multi-digit numbers by one-digit numbers. You did this in third grade, so hopefully this will draw your memory, and we're using it as a springboard to move into more complicated multiplication problems. Objective. I will be able to solve the double digit times a single digit multiplication problems and check my problems with the video. You will need a piece of paper and a pencil. I want you to do these problems as I do them. You can even pause the video after I explain the first one and double check your work. Okay, let's look at 24 times 2. If we look at 24 times 2, it is written in a horizontal format. I do not want you to do your math problems in a horizontal format. I would like you to rewrite them so they look vertical. And vertical is up and down, from north to south. Horizontal is from left to right. So if we write 24 times 2, that is written vertically. Now we're going to solve the problem. If you recall from third grade, you need to take the 2 in the ones place and multiply it times the 4 in the ones place. So the direction you're going to go is from the 2 straight up to the ones place. And the first one we're going to do is 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Okay? So then we're going to go put the 8 in the ones place. Now I do want you to be very careful. I'm going to do dashes down. Well, that's not so dashy. I'm going to do dashes down here to separate the ones place from the tens place. That is very important that you line up your numbers and keep them in the correct places. All right, the next one we're going to look at is 2 in the ones place times a 2 in the tens place. So off to the side where I'm keeping my notes, I'm going to do 2 times 2, and that is equal to 4. So now we're going to take the 4 and we're going to write it in the tens place. So 24 times 2 is equal to 48. Okay, here's our new problem. 35 times 3. This is written horizontal, left to right. I want you to rewrite it vertically, up and down. 35 times 3. Now we're going to look at the ones place. Let me see if this will work for dividing line. There we go. If we look at the ones place, we're going to take the 3 and we're going to multiply it times the 5. So off on my note-taking side, 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Now, you cannot write a double digit underneath the ones place. Just like when you're adding, you can only put one digit in that place value. So we put the 5 in the ones place, just like it is over here in the notes, and then the 10 goes over to the tens place. I'm going to put it just above that 3. Now the next thing we're going to do is take the 3 in the ones place and multiply it times the 3 in the tens place. So 3 times 3, and we're not done. Remember that 1 that we had to carry over from the answer of 15? You add that in. Is it coming back to you now? Okay, now you remember doing order of operations. There's a reason we did that. 3 times 3, if we look at the problem on my notes, 3 times 3 is equal to 9, plus 1 more, you're right, is 10. So we're going to write 10. We put the 0 here. There is nothing in the hundreds place, so we can go ahead and put that 1 right there in the hundreds place. So 35 times 3 is equal to 105. Okay, let's look at this next one. 58 times 6 is written horizontal. I want you to rewrite it vertical. Pause the video, and then you can begin working. 58 times 6. Okay, if we're going to take notes off to the side, we need to do the ones place first. So 6 times 8. I'll do my notes to the side. 6 times 8 is equal to 48. We're going to put the 8 in the ones place, and we're going to carry the 4 over next door, up on top. Okay, the next one we're going to look at is the 6 in the ones place times the 5 in the tens place, plus 4. So we're going to go 6 times 5. Don't forget that plus 4. Plus 4 is equal to, okay, multiplication first from order of operations. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 4 is 34. So we're going to put the 4 in the tens place, and the 3 gets carried next door. There aren't any hundreds, so we're going to directly write that 3 down below. How you doing so far? All right, 85 times 9. Let's rewrite that problem. 85 times 9. If we take a look at this problem, we are going to take the 9 in the ones place times the 5 in the ones place. 9 times 5 is equal to, my pen's not working, is equal to 45. And we're going to write the 5 in the ones place, carry the 4 next door. Now we're going to look at 9 times 8. Let me change colors here. 9 times 8 plus 4. Remember the 4 we carried over? This 4 right here. You need to add that 4 back in as soon as you multiply. Order of operations says we have to multiply first. So 9 times 8 is 72 plus 4 more is equal to 76. Put the 6 here. There is nothing in the hundreds place, so you may go ahead and put the 7 in the hundreds place. So 985 is equal to 765. You will need to get a clean sheet of paper, preferably a lined piece of paper. It will help you keep your numbers organized and lined up. And you need to work the following problems and bring them to class tomorrow. This is your homework. Now let's look at the last page before you go on and do this. I was able to solve the double digit times the single digit multiplication problems and check my answers with the video. I will also turn my homework from the video. Okay, now you may work out these problems and don't forget, bring them in tomorrow.